7th, the year 2020. Hi, how are you? I'm back. I just had my dinner, and I'm gonna pick up the game from earlier today. I did a few miscellaneous quests kind of to move the story along. I think I'm at a point where I got 3 of the 4 items that is needed to get to the fight for the Light Warden, the second Light Warden. Titania, I think, is the Light Warden's name. So I'm gonna keep going and enjoy more of the story. So here we go. I hope you enjoyed the story as you follow along. Let's see, where are we going? First we are supposed to go find a new Amaro. Big Amaro. Enormous Amaro. A enormous Amaro slumbers peacefully. What will you say? Ka, Seto, Mheg? I say Mheg. I have no idea what I just said. Well, obviously that did not wake him up. We'll say Ka. Well, that didn't do anything. An enormous Amaro slumbers peacefully. Seto. Here we go. That seems to have done something. Our bird. No, it's not our bird. There's a rather small creature there. Oh, forgive me. I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you? What brings you to our village? Did I hear you? All right. You desire the crystal shoes that you may confront the Light Warden? No, you did not hear incorrectly. That it was what I said. Hold on, let me adjust the volume a little bit. I love this Final Fantasy music whenever I hear it. No. You mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the light's corruption, as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly, return whence you came. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Oh, it's Seto. That's his name. Come, my friends. Let us leave him with his thoughts. Tis harder, by far, to change the minds of they who mean well than they who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And little wonder, 'tis the first time thou hast set foot here. 'T would behoove you to learn something of the nature of this community, I think. And there is no sure way than to speak with its members. In such wise, you will come to understand Seto's reason for refusing us, and, I hope, gain an insight into how he may yet to be persuaded. So I bid ye seek out the Amaro and make yourselves known unto them. A gentle touch shall suffice by the way of a greeting. Rispa. Well, now, it is not often that we are visited by men, much less unglamoured ones. What brings you so far from your own kind? Well, now, it's not often that we are visited by men, much less unglamoured ones. What brings you so far from your own kind? Pet Rispa. Kerr. Ah, how long has it been since I last felt a man's touch? I cannot help but be reminded of my master's hand. He was a knight of Volbert, a noble and valiant soul. But, like so many others, he died fighting the Sin Eaters. Though he is long departed, I remain in this land out of respect for his memory. for his memory, huh? Now, where is the next one? Dohn. Dohn. Are you one of those treasure hunters? There's nothing left for you here. No. That tickles. Enough. I never had a master. I'm not accustomed to it. But not that I dislike your kind, you understand. On the contrary, we Amaro were bred to be fond of men. In the beginning, we were all of us mindless beasts. But then a mage, Aranka, gave us the gift of intelligence, that we might better serve our masters. After that, empire fell. Those with the gift eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with the seed of our ancestors in us. If we live long enough amongst men, this seed may quicken, restoring the power of speech to us among other things. So it was me, though I never had a master, as I told you. These are actually intelligent creatures. Isn't that interesting? Nimbus. Pet Nimbus. What's all the commotion? Did something happen while we slumbered? Pet Nimbus. Grr, what's happening? Why am I being patted? It's wonderful. Seldom do we have the chance to enjoy the attention of men. Your kind are loath to come here for fear of the Fey folk. But then, we are Fey folk too. When we first met our home here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King, you see. It's easy to forget sometimes. So they do have a history. They do have a history. They're so fluffy. It's like touching a cloud. How rare it is to have men here. So long as you do nothing to disturb our peace, we welcome you with open wings. Tell me about yourself. In my past life, I had a master with whom I journeyed to the far corners of the realm, from Nabrath, Orang deep in the south, to Vobur here in the north. We soar, riding the winds. He so loved to travel, my master did, and there is no greater testament to that than the name which he bestowed on me, Traveler. Many years have passed since I last embarked on the journey, and I imagine the world outside You, Mheg, is much changed, yet I have no desire to see it again. Nay, I would leave those places I visited as they are in my mind's eye. What kind of place is this? Among we, Amaro, there are those who awake to abilities long lost in our kind, speech among them. Tupac Amaro, the man Aranka called us, and we come here to live out our final days, be it through death or abandonment. We all have lost our masters and known bitter solitude, but in this community, we may find kinship, understanding, and, not least of all, peace. As a flock, we built ourselves around peace and distance ourselves from trouble. Though our fey neighbors do not always respect our wishes, for the most part, we are content. This place is just a big ruin. Thongon. Ah, how I would like to go and bathe in the lake, but the thought of the Fua will be waiting puts me right off. You may pat me whenever you wish, and for as long as you like. My plumage is very resilient. Rispa, I think this will be the last time we'll be talking to you. Such a fine feeling it is to be petted. My master had a heavy hand, and heavier still by his gauntlet, but I loved it nonetheless. Kenbeck. Perhaps you wonder why we choose to live amidst these ruins. To you, there may appear to be nothing here, but to us, there is peace and quiet, and that is what we crave above all. Despite their seclusion, the Amaro here appears to be quite familiar with man. Yes, they do, Thancred. Alright, let's go back and talk to Oranger. Thou hast peered into the hearts of the Amaro, I take it? Yes. Then thou canst not choose but see the intense and abiding love they bear for men. It is out of the concern for our welfare and not scorn that Seto seeks to dissuade us from confronting their king. Yet confront their king we must, and to that end we must needs have the crystal shoes. Next quest is called a resounding roar. Urianger's brow is furrowed in thought. Penguina, may I prevail upon thee to confer with Seto in private? The task of slaying the Light Warden will ultimately be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he is worried the most. Tell him that thy many great deeds, spoken in earnest, thy words may yet move him to change his mind. Seto. You have spoken with my brethren. Then you see it is not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Not anymore. None of us can. To lose one who placed a gentle hand on us even once fills our heart with untold sorrow, as my brothers and sisters will readily attest. What will you say? This is something I must do. What am I to make of such declarations? Tell me, why do you wish this? This island is no longer meant to fight for, nor will your doing so compel the Fae folk to change, and in order to obtain the other relics, you will already have paid the due price. Not more is owed. Why then would you risk all to face our fallen king? I think the answer will be the third one. To do what no one else can. What did you say? Those very words. Could it be mere coincidence? Very well. You may believe what you say, but we shall see if you have the strength to do it. Sin Eaters have been prowling this area of late. Prove yourself against them, and I will consider giving you the relic. See that you are well prepared, then meet me in the clearing to the east. There I will lure out the fiends, that you may slay them. See you later, Urion Jerry. This Yogi thing is very slow. I will use my voice to lure out the Sin Eaters, as I once did when I hunted with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the truth. But come, we'll be at your signal. I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to remove this. Okay. Here we go. Ready then? Very well. sense a hostile presence. Oh, look, I think somebody else is doing the same quest. You made short work of these creatures. I will not deny it. I have seen enough. Let us return to Ollendorf. Be by the ease with which you slew those sin eaters. I see that you are capable. However, I still require time to think, and if you should be willing, there is a favor I would ask of you. Seto would make a personal request of you. This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. A while ago, I fought sin eaters who had wandered into Mheg. In the heat of the battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that it should fall, it was Long Mirror Lake. We Amaro are not found of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Futh, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I had despair of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept that it is gone forever. Okay, so that's where we have to go. So it's probably in the lake somewhere, it says. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a heck of a jump. Yeah, it's a big jump. Oh no, it does not like it. Discover a new location. I think might be in that church. Ah, here it is. Glistening object. Search for Seto's medallion. I did it. Let's go. Ah, you are returned. How fare your search?
Ah, my medallion! You found it!
Yes, I did. I found it.
Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul. He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young. In those days, I could not speak. But we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure. Fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime.
Partner in crime.
I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy.
Oh, it was Artbird.
His name was Artbird, and he was my friend.
It was Artbird.
Artbird, thou sayest?
Artbird would be happy to know.
Everyone blamed him for the flood, him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear, and so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place. Artbird was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet... he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
Well, I think he heard it. I'm sure Arbor knows how you feel.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due perhaps to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely. It is reminiscent of Artbird's. Strikingly so. Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence. Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
Terrible trouble.
Has something happened at Leader Loran?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Mheg. At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Oh.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following. Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers. Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
I don't know if I like the way he said that.
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
No, Midfilia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
Okay. Seto will wish you well on your way. Akla Orma. Forgive me. It seems my indecision has cost you precious time. But I'm convinced now. Convinced that you will triumph. To the south, you will find the bridge to Legea, as bearer of the four relics. The gate to the castle will open to you. So there we must go. I fear this is going to be difficult. I like water. Talk about. Ah, does not like the water. silent place. Here we go. Destination. The gate had recognized you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Tatiana, a being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. You notice, my adorable sapling, though we faithful may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as it's taken, to create as much as it destroyed, to give much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not, come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. The dancing plague now is accessible. The dancing plague. Whew. Description: the white dress, the shell crown, the stone scepter, the crystal shoes. Having acquired the 4 Fey relics through considerable effort, you now stand ready to break the seal over here in confronting the Light Warden of Mheg, the fallen Fairy King Tatiana. Yet even as you hunt the Sin Eater, you are in turn hunted by the forces of Umor, who have thrown all caution to the wind and marched resolutely on the Fairy Kingdom. Time limit 60 minutes. 1 to 8 players. Disciple of War or Magic. Level 73 sync. Rolls and item level restriction lifted. I don't think this is doable with an NPC party, so I'm gonna have to maybe read up on YouTube a little bit. I think this may actually be a good time to just take a bit of a break and let me look up maybe on YouTube to see what is possible out there, and come back. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the video. It is now 9:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I shall be back in a little bit after I had a chance to read up on this particular one. Okay, thank you. See you soon.